video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. At Vacation Genie, we believe digital currencies are meant to do more than just sit in your wallet. They're meant to take you places. We want to help you step into the future of cryptocurrency spending, as travel is one of the top categories for spending your crypto. It provides you with the best ROI, lasting memories. Make sure to check out Vacation Genie today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday where Bitcoin was absolutely pumping last night, hitting the highs, which I'll get for you the exact high in a moment. We were just a few grand shy from our $109,000 all-time high. Will we hit another all-time high this week? Well, we're going to look over the charts and see what's possible. We also have news from multiple countries. We have the UK trying to do some radical things as usual. Tether surpassing Germany in their Bitcoin holdings. We also have El Salvador with their Bitcoin holdings, as well as Metaplanet, a Japanese company. We also have the U.S. crypto funds absolutely pumping. We have Senator Haggerty that was live on CNBC discussing stablecoins this morning. An Alabama man was, maybe outed for his SEC Twitter hack. We remember that back in the day. And if you don't, we'll refresh you. We also have Ripple news in the UAE, which we'll jump into in just a moment as well. With the Donnie T family, their project World Liberty Financial making moves. And then breaking news, which is going to be our spotlight today, including Michael Saylor's strategy, not only buying some more Bitcoin this morning, but maybe facing a class action lawsuit. We're going to jump into that as well as your coins to watch. So if you're ready for the zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here today. And we have a lot to discuss. I want to say good morning to every single one of you. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. Check out our three amazing sponsors of the show: Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then head over to Vacation Genie. Guys, Vacation Genie is so awesome. I'm going to be spending every day of Bitcoin conference with Vacation Genie from 1 to 2 p.m. Vegas time. So that's Pacific, right? That's the other time zone. But yeah, 1 to 2 p.m. every day of Bitcoin Conference. So the 27th, 28th, 29th, I will be over at Bitcoin Conference hanging out with Vacation Genie. Not only that, on May 30th, the day after Bitcoin Conference ends, it's day 2 of Litecoin Summit. I'll be moderating a panel at 2:30 that day as well. We're also streaming not only on Rumble this morning, X, YouTube, all the things. We're also streaming on Abstract. So make sure you guys take a gander at Abstract. This is the Pudgy Penguins chain, and I know a lot of people have been streaming on there, so I decided why not? If I could, I will. So I'm streaming right now over on Abstract, so make sure you guys check that out. I'm actually going to send this link to somebody as well. Okay, there we go. So hop over on Abstract if you're over there. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to say good morning to every single person that's here. Solo, hello. Nice to see ya. Welcome. We have Jesse, as always. Good morning to Black Hat. Guys, we also have a community after show. I'm going to be ending the show pretty quick today, and then we're going to go in there because I have something urgent I need to take care of, Black Hat, we got Doge Bull. Alexandra G, my G is in the chat. We go all set. Doge Bull, nice to see you. David Bulls, Bulldog, Eric, good morning. Brian, Tyler Fitzpatrick, good morning. We have Shadow, nice to see ya. Let's see, Grandpa's here. Good morning, Keen Bean. Let's see. Michael Cartwright said, Viva Las Vegas. Yes, I'm so excited for Vegas. Guys, we are going to absolutely turn up. I'm so excited. Let's see. Wow, my bot is losing it today. Elric, good morning. Nice to see you. Mike Mazzone, what's up? He said, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, Mike. We have Chipper. Good morning, Aquarian. Nice to see you. We got Lasers. Good morning to you. Lasers had a good weekend. I know that. Ben Spada, good morning. We have Andy S. Good morning. Oh, boy. Bobby F. We have Ron. Good morning to you. Julie. Hello, Julie. We got Backup. John White. Nash, good morning. Hornet, good morning. AC Joseph Fitness, Yukio's over there on X. In the moment, Ace, good morning. Oh boy, we have so many beautiful people. Vacation Genie's in the chat. They said see you soon. Oh my gosh, all the love to Vacation Genie. I'm so excited to spend some time with them. St. Jerome, good morning. JC is here. You got an email after the survey. What email did you get, my friend? Let me know. Digi, good morning. Haven, good morning. Blocky is here. Digi's chilling. E-Dog, good morning. Gary Littlemore, good morning to you. One House, we got Charles. Can't wait for you to come out to my neck of the woods out here in the desert. Yeah, man, we're going to the desert. We're going to the desert. I heard it's going to be hot. That's okay. Hello, Ty. Abstract is offline? No way. I see Abstract. I see Abstract's working. Hold on. Am I crazy? Abstract's working. Oh, no, it's pretty on point too. Yeah, I'm live on Abstract. Abstract's working. I'm looking at it right now. I'll put a new link in the live chat, see if that works. Terrence, good morning. Oh, you won some tickets to the conference? Yes, some people did win tickets to the conference. I actually gave away some tickets on behalf of Cake Wallet as well. And one of our winners is already booked to go. So I'm so excited, right, Gazer? We got Robert, good morning. How was Texas barbecue? So Texas was fire. I didn't really even take pictures of my Texas barbecue because I didn't get anything big, because I went to eat. Like, I was just going from one place to the other. I was with family and they wanted me to eat the whole world. So I just was going from place to place, eating a bunch of things. Barbecue was fire. I definitely need to go back for more crawfish and more barbecue. It was absolutely amazing. I ate like the best food of my life in Texas. And darn, I'm going to tell you, I was surprised. I was surprised that the food was like really so top tier. But absolutely love Texas. I can't wait to go back. Hopefully I'm going back there soon. Zachary, all the love to you too. All right, guys, let's get after it. What? Okay, hold on. I'm just going to show you guys really quick. I am live on Abstract. It is working on my end at least. So I'm not sure why. Start live stream? Is that it? I don't know. Refresh it. See if it works now. Wow, I'm looking at a whole bunch of things over there on Abstract. David Dillon, did I win? LOL. Hello, everyone. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Let's go into the market recap. Let's get the show on the road. Guys, we are seeing a little bit of red in the market today. However, Bitcoin was looking nice, shiny, and bright last night. I'm going to go get the exact high for you. Again, 109 is our all-time high, as you can see with my little arrow right there. I'm getting on my app right now. That tells me exact numbers. So our high from last night was $107,137.68. So we are down $4,000 about from there. Not bad though. Again, we really want to test this 1061 and hold that as a level of support because that is our golden zone. We hold that level, we could really go and stretch to hit that 109. I really believe that we could see some really nice price action this week. Oh, it's live now? Okay, thank you for letting me know. So this is really what we're looking at, holding support primarily, most importantly, over 101.3K. I think someone on TikTok said it's consolidation will pass 109. I'm hoping we do. I think Bitcoin is ready to rumble. We do have Bitcoin down 2.87% today. Also a green dot on the daily. So just be careful with that. Just be careful. We'll see if it confirms, to see if it plays out. VWAP is down a little bit today. Money flow is remaining a little bit flat, some stagnance there. Also, we have the overbought RSI pulling back. Again, we are still bullish. I like when the overbought pulls back. It could be just gaining some stability there to make some moves. Of course, Gio's in the chat, and I'm not acknowledging him today because he says went all-time lows. Gio, where do you think this is going? Why are you such a bear? You just want to be right about something. That's really what it is. You just want to be right about something, but it's okay. Okay, guys, good morning. I see so many people flowing in. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers to make my heart warm and darn fluffy. Let's take a look at this weekly chart really quick before we get into the news because I want to check it out and show it to y'all. Guys, we closed the highest weekly candle in history last night. Also, one of the highest daily candle close as well. You could see right here, highest daily candle close ever was last night. So starting off the week pretty strong, in my opinion. What we're really looking for here is to gain, again, some support here at 101.3. Your bearish level to watch on the weekly, where we saw a lot of selling pressure, was around this 97.98K mark. Again, bullish scenario for the week is the all-time high of 109. Momentum is moving on up. Money flow looks pretty good. VWAP is on a nice little curve to the downside, which I'm not completely in love with, I gotta tell you. Also, we have a bullish RSI still. We're not overbought. That is good. I view that as a good thing because, again, we could gain some stability, move on up. Oh, you're a trollolololo. Okay, all right, I see you, Gio. Just say your honest truth. Just say your honest truth. Don't be scared. This, free speech exists. Maybe not as much in Canada as it does in the United States, but that's what you get for being a Canadian. I'm just kidding, guys. I always have to troll Gio. It is what it is. Hello, everyone. Good morning, everyone on TikTok, guys. People are still rating my TikTok, thinking I got kidnapped. A video of my father and I from like 3 years ago has 1 million views, literally 1 million views on TikTok now. So just want to let you know that I'm alive and it wasn't me. And my love to the girl that almost got kidnapped. Okay, now that we are putting that to bed now and to rest, we're gonna go into our breaking news headlines. Let's do it. The UK radical SOBs. They are just crazy. Right now, they're looking to require 4 crypto firms to report every single customer transaction. This is just absolutely overkill. Absolutely overkill. UK companies would need to collect and report data from every customer trade and transfer beginning January 1st of 2026 as part of a broader effort to improve crypto tax reporting. Everything from the user's full name, home address, and tax identification number will be needed to get collected, reported for every single transaction, including the crypto used and the amount moved, according to the UK Revenue Customs Department saying in the statement. Failure to comply or inaccurate reporting may incur penalties of up to 300 British pounds or around $398 per user. The UK Revenue Customs Department said it would inform companies on how to comply with the incoming measures in due course. What is going on? They need to control every single aspect of your life in the UK. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, they are suffocating you and your rights over in the UK. It's just nasty. It's absolutely nasty. If I have my moderators live on TikTok, please make sure you go over there, please. All right. The UK is lost. The UK is nuts, man. I have no words for them. No words for them. Let's keep smashing the likes. Share this. Let's keep going. Yeah, money grab. You can't have crypto as of January, really. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, we're going to go over into the UAE. Again, I've been hearing a lot of things about the UAE lately, especially in Dubai, where people are just making hella cash over there. They are making hella cash. They're also very crypto forward with strict requirements if you want to do anything in the UAE. So people view that as a way of certainty that you're not going to get rugged and messed up over there. But I really do believe that if something goes wrong, you will be penalized if you're in the UAE. Nonetheless, this is for the Ripple fans. Ripple signs 2 more payment system customers over in the UAE. Ripple said it signed on 2 UAE customers, Zandbank and Memo, according to their announcements and everything like that, as it expands their Ripple payments. And that's their blockchain-based cross-border payments platform. Now, this allows Ripple to go ahead and manage global payments end-to-end for banks, fintechs, and crypto firms, which we know the IMF doesn't I don't know if the IMF is really going to be a fan of that considering what they're doing with El Salvador. But we also know the WEF is definitely a fan of Ripple. Anyways, so Reese Merrick, a manager for the Middle East and Africa at Ripple, said in a release that securing their DFSA license enables Ripple to better serve the demand, for solutions to the inefficiency of tracked cross-border payments. Zanbank said the partnership aligns with its push toward digital finance, saying, "We are excited to soon launch the AED-backed stablecoin." So this is just the beginning. Ripple is going to make a lot of money. This is an important stat that I felt like y'all should know. Ripple Payments currently operates in over 90 payout markets and has processed more than $70 billion in volume globally. The platform is available in Dubai, the US, Brazil, Mexico, Australia, and Switzerland. XRPL, they're going to use that for a ton of things. RLUSD, their stable coins. Crazy. This guy needs to go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Well, hello. All right, we're going to go over into talking smack about Germany for just a minute. Germany messed up big time. Germany sold some Bitcoin. It was such a mistake. Now, we do have Tether that actually surpassed their $111 billion of U.S. Treasury holdings. So Tether is really rivaling Germany right now. So Tether, the $151 billion stablecoin issuance giant, surpassed Germany in the U.S. Treasury bill holdings, showcasing the benefits of a diversified reserve strategy that has helped the firm navigate the volatility of the crypto market. Now, Tether has surpassed Germany's $111.4 billion worth of U.S. Treasuries, and now they also surpassed $120 billion worth of Treasury bills, the firm sharing in its attestation report for the first quarter of 2025. That makes Tether the 19th largest entity among counties in terms of T-bill investment. So this is just nuts because it also plays in to what Senator Haggerty was talking about this morning when it comes to the Genius Act. And the Genius Act is for the stablecoins. Now, I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it, but I wanted you to hear what he said this morning before I jump into international news, because I feel like you guys should hear this part. This was like a 6.5-minute interview. We're not watching all of it. There are just a few key minutes I wanted you guys to watch. I believe it starts right here.
Establishes a legal and regulatory framework to issue stable coins here in America. Stable coin is stable, meaning it's backed by a certain currency. In this case, it's tied to the U.S. dollar, but also it's backed either by cash or by short-term U.S. Treasury securities, so it's entirely safe. Having that type of regulatory framework and disclosure around it so we know exactly what's backing up these digital dollars, if you will, is going to be great.
Because what was happening before was the SEC would issue something that basically just scared people, wouldn't tell them what works. They would go after enforcement actions after things that they didn't like,
Becky.
And that left the entire industry saying, what are we allowed to do, what are we not?
But this is a payment mechanism, and not to be confused with Bitcoin or something that has a speculative component. This puts us into a digital payment framework, the fastest rails available, much better than the system developed in the 70s and 80s, which is slow. It takes days to clear.
So the issue, as far as I've always understood the stablecoin issue, is what is backing this stuff, and how much of it's backed by actual treasuries versus cash versus equities or something else. What does this say about all of that?
It's not going to be equities. It's going to be high-quality, short-term assets, either short-term short-term U.S. Treasuries or cash. I think the majority of it will be U.S. Treasuries. In fact, what this will do, and the projections are by 2030, this is according to Citibank, stablecoin issuers will be the largest holders of U.S. Treasuries in the world.
Who has been fighting this?
Well, the people that like centralized currencies. This is a decentralized concept. You know, where you register with the various.
No, but I'm so interested in terms of who was trying to get meetings with you for the last year to say, please, this is a terrible idea.
No one in the industry is doing that.
Of course not.
It has to do with my colleagues. And basically, it's gotten to be a question, and we'll find out tonight. We have broad policy agreement, Democrats and Republicans, The question is, can we get past the partisan politics and allow us to actually have a victory? I would enjoy having a bipartisan victory.
So there's nobody in industry who's saying this is a bad idea?
No.
So the only people who are saying it's a bad idea to you thus far are, you're saying, just other politicians? For what reason, though?
Politicians that want to see centralized control.
Right.
And, a centralized control, if you want that, buy the digital yuan. I don't want to see that happen here in America. I think it would be devastating for the dollar's value as the reserve currency. This will actually perpetuate the dollar's value as a reserve currency. It will extend that momentum. It's going to extend demand for U.S. Treasuries. There's a lot to like about this.
Senator, what do you think of the Moody's downgrade of the U.S. credit rating? I mean,
how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys really believe that stablecoins will save the dollar as the global reserve currency? Put a one or yes emoji, two or no emoji. Honestly, I think stablecoins would help, but we have Bitcoin, we have Litecoin. We have so many decentralized currencies that why do we need all these cross-border payment solutions? We have them already. And to say that stablecoins are decentralized, no, they're not. Will they really be, the largest holders of U.S. Treasuries? Absolutely. We just mentioned that Tether has over $120 billion worth of Treasury bills. Stablecoins are going to be a large part of this economy. Don't get me wrong. I am a fan of Tether. I think Tether's good people. But I really do feel that the Genius Act and the Stable Act is all about really benefiting USDC at the end of the day and the banks. I'm not sure how much it benefits retail at the end of the day. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I would genuinely love to see what you guys are saying in the chat. But absolutely, I agree with the point that this has gotten way too political over with all the people, all the senators and representatives. It's just absolutely overkill. Oh, we Liz Warren, ew, crypto's horrible, this and that. And then we have the other side that's like, what are you doing? But even on both sides, it's all about the money. It's all about what benefits them and their agenda. And still on the side of the banks, which I feel like is going to start to go the other way. They'll learn eventually, and when the U.S. is behind and other countries are ahead of us, even the UAE is miles ahead of us in terms of crypto adoption. The things I've been hearing about the UAE, especially in Dubai in terms of crypto, is just, it's mind-blowing that the U.S. is so behind. And I really do hope that these people can get their heads on straight. I was going to say something very bad, but I'm not going to do that because kids watch the show. But these people need to get their screws on tight upstairs so that way they could go ahead and help this country move forward in terms of innovation. This isn't about politics. This isn't about your pockets. This is about innovation. But then at the end of the day, sometimes it does go back to their pockets because if we opt out of a centralized system that's full of control and, devaluation of our wealth, and people opt into one where you could control your wealth, you could be your own bank, then yeah, it might affect their pockets a little bit. But not right now. They have time to save themselves. Anyway, other countries are way ahead of us in terms of their crypto portfolio, including El Salvador, that has a nice lofty bag. Their portfolio is just going on up. Everyone is so darn bullish. But they have, $357 million in unrealized profits. Their total profit is up 124% for their Bitcoin portfolio. Come on, man. El Salvador is killing it right now. Other countries, El Salvador is a small country. They're going to end up being one of the richest companies. Period. In the United States, we're just sitting twiddling our thumbs because we have the left versus the right shenanigans. Why is this political? I can't understand. The system is old. We need to replace it. And we need to really investigate every single person that's a part of Congress. All these senators need to get investigated. But countries like El Salvador are really going to make it far. They're going to be one of the richest countries in the world. Now, also Metaplanet, they're in Japan over there. They're getting after it with their Bitcoin holdings as well. They bought another 1,004 Bitcoin. Absolutely monstrous buys going on with Tokyo listed investment for Metaplanet. Again, purchasing another 1,004 Bitcoin for approximately $104.3 million. The total holdings are now at 7,800 Bitcoin. The average purchase price was around 103.8K per Bitcoin, according to a Monday disclosure. Again, their total Bitcoin position is now valued at just over $806 million based on current market prices. Their long-term goal is to reach 10,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. That is nuts. Absolutely bananas. But Metaplanet, again, they're going to be richer than those countries with the way that Bitcoin is going. Gotta doge them. I agree. Doge them all. Doge them all. They should be investigated. El Salvador, the president, investigated all the people in the executive branch for corruption. That should be done here too. Absolutely be done here too. All the branches, everyone should be investigated. Hello, Uncle Billy. Hello, David. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Paper Planes, JLW. Welcome. Oh my gosh, you beautiful folk. Michael Cartwright's making me laugh. Guys, we are getting after it. I'm so excited. Smash the like, subscribe, share. We really have that beautiful goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. Also, we're going to jump into more news in the United States where U.S. crypto funds are topping $7.5 billion of inflows over in 2025. And I just want to say something really quick. I was just losing my mind when Bitcoin starts going up. Yes, the inflows, this headline, that headline, crypto's going so great to $1 zillion. And then Bitcoin pulls back a few percent and all you see are negative headlines. This company's selling this. Oh my gosh, this is the politics of the situation. And then now you got positive headlines because Bitcoin's over 100K. Bottom line, pay attention to the news. Yeah, if things are happening, pay attention. But don't get caught up in the hype or the dampening type situations where everybody's so upset. Get over it. Get over it. Just keep calm, huddle on, have a bullish and a bearish case scenario, and you'll be fine. Don't listen to the noise. Honestly, people are saying we're highly greedy right now. We are not at top greed. I'm telling you that with a full heart and full noggin full of knowledge here. I am telling you, we are not at full greed. Most of retail, I think some retail is here, not as much retail. I am starting to get calls. I'm starting to get text messages. How do I buy this? What do you think of that coin? It's happening. It's happening. But a lot of people, also mark my words on this, a lot of people are going to buy Bitcoin when it's above 200K because that's where retail is going to be like, oh my gosh, we have to buy Bitcoin now. It's $200,000. Let me throw something at it. Don't be retail. Don't be a person that waits for the pump. Don't wait for every single person to tell you it's okay. Do your own research. If you like what you're looking at, like any investment, you go ahead and purchase. Or if you don't like what you have, then go ahead and sell it. But at least it's you making your own decision and not waiting for everyone else in the masses. I would just like to say that. Anyway, crypto investment products in the U.S. have attracted over $7.5 billion worth of investment in 2025, with the fifth week of net positive inflows last week signaling growing investor demand for digital assets. U.S.-based crypto investment products attracted $785 million worth of investment last week, pushing the year-to-date total to over $7.5 billion, according to a May 19th report by digital asset manager CoinShares. The latest figure marks the fifth consecutive week of net positive flows, following nearly $7 billion in outflows during February and March. U.S. accounted for the bulk of inflows with $681 million, followed by Germany at $86.3 million and Hong Kong at $24.4 million. The U.S. is going bananas over the institutions and the ETFs. However, I'm just saying, if you want real Bitcoin exposure, you go and buy actual Bitcoin. If you're stuck in the TradFi ways, have fun with your ETFs, man. Have fun with your ETFs. But I love my Bitcoin, and I love it when it's in my wallet. Yeah, also true, JC. Good note right there. WNT secured over $10 trillion investments to the U.S. from the Middle East. Yeah, because the Middle East, as much as the Middle East may be ahead of us, like in terms of the UAE, Dubai, they're going to be ahead of us. They're ahead of us in a lot of things. But they know that Donnie T is standing his feet in the ground right now. He's not messing around. Link to the abstract stream. Oh, I see abstractors. Hello, abstractors. Nice to see ya. Here's the link to the abstract stream. 0x8794, hello. Wanna join, hello. Nice to see you. We have Moglin. Oh my gosh, it's Moglin. Love Mogs. And Liz Lebs. Hello, everyone. We're on Abstract right now. Abstract blockchain. Abstract is killing it right now. So I just decided to go live for the sake of it. Anyways, hello, Abstractors. Nice to see ya. We're going to jump into the Alabama man that was sentenced for hacking the SEC's social media to post a fake Bitcoin ETF announcement. This happened like a few times, and it was darn embarrassing that even Gary Gensler at the time made a video. You got to have 2FA, bro. Have 2FA. Pfft. According to the SEC, they didn't have freaking 2FA. That was embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. But some part of me with my tinfoil hat on doesn't really believe this. That just a random dude from Alabama was able to hack the SEC, but you know. A 26-year-old man from Alabama has supposedly been sentenced to more than a year in prison for his role in a social media hack that briefly sent the price of Bitcoin soaring. Eric Council Jr. of Huntsville pled guilty to charges tied to the January 2024 hack of the SEC's X account, according to the DOJ press release. And he was posing as a telecom customer using a fraudulent ID. They apparently used a SIM swap technique to hijack a phone number tied to the SEC's account. His co-conspirators then used it to falsely post that the agency had approved a spot Bitcoin ETF, a long-awaited regulatory milestone. Again, Bitcoin went up 1,000, came down 1,000. It was just a mess that day. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Everyone was tweeting, oh my gosh, the SEC, they tweeted. Oh, wow. And then we just got absolutely wrecked. I just really find it funny how some random dude from Alabama somehow figured out the SEC's phone number and then went to the X account and blew it up. I can't imagine how that happened. I have my own conspiracies as to what happened there. But, you know, I keep my conspiracies to myself most of the time. That was bad. Are we on the editor picks page of Rumble? We'd love to see it. Shout out to Rumble. I love Rumble. Rumble's the sheesh. I love Rumble. I'll be hanging out with Rumble a little bit at Bitcoin conference. So shout out to Rumble and all of their love. I have a lot of love for Rumble. We are live there right now. This is my channel. Ignore this. I don't know why it says 5 followers. We have almost 1,000 there. Also, if you go to the editor picks page of Rumble, we're right here. We're right there. Shout out to Rumble for picking us. We're going to go talk about the United States president's family. According to Eric Trump, the banks made the biggest mistakes of their lives. And I concur with that. I concur. He says, Eric Trump, there's a famous saying that sometimes the enemy of your enemy is actually your best friend. That was the Trumps with the crypto community, and I think the banks made the biggest mistakes of their lives. Now, he's also the co-founder, Eric T., of the American Bitcoin mining company, also an advisor to World Liberty Financial. Again, they recently launched USD1, their own stablecoin that already has a $2 billion market cap. I agree with what he said. Banks are going down the toilet, but the only way they could plunge themselves out from the clog is by getting some Bitcoin. That was a horrible analogy. Now, World Liberty's stablecoin is now available across multiple networks, and of course, this is including Chainlink. Now, Chainlink is making waves. Their CCIP is also over on Solana. I saw that announcement. Shout out to Chainlink. This is the latest there. World Liberty Financial's USD1 stablecoin is now operable across multiple blockchains through an integration with Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP. Now, that's according to their financial team, World Liberty Financial's team. According to Chainlink co-founder Sergey and the son of Donnie T, Eric T, who announced the cross-chain capabilities at Consensus. USD1, again, reaching a $2 billion market cap, was also used to close MGX's $2 billion investment in Binance. It trails behind Tether and Circle, again, massive market caps of $151 and $60 billion, respectively. Now, Ethereum and BNB were the first blockchains being integrated for USD1, though additional blockchain support is expected in the future. Again, we have Chainlink and also Solana now. Looking at Chainlink price, still looking to hold support here. We're at $15.38. That's exactly where we want to hold support. We're down 3.3%. Bullishly, we're looking to get past the $16.20-ish selling pressure. 200-day estimates at $17.78. Yep. So keep an eye out for Chainlink. Keep an eye out for Chainlink. All right. Also, we have our project spotlight here, which is going to include Michael Saylor's strategy that apparently has a class action lawsuit. We haven't heard much about it, which I'm surprised, but we're here to break the news. So, project spotlight starts right now. Now, this morning, we saw Michael Saylor from Strategy saying that they acquired over $760 million, not billion this time, $1 million of Bitcoin. Here's the latest buy, and here's the T on the lawsuit. Here's the post that Strategy acquired 7,390 Bitcoin for $764.9 million at about $103,498 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin yield for the company is 16.3% year to date. They now have a total of 576,230 Bitcoin, acquired for over $40 billion. Apparently, people feel like they are misled by Strategy over Bitcoin. I'm just going to zoom in on this. There we go. A class action lawsuit has recently been filed against Michael Saylor and his company regarding their Bitcoin investments and related financial advice. At the time of writing, several people have joined together and alleged they were in fact misled about the crypto performance and potential returns. It essentially centers on claims that Strategy provided somewhat misleading, again, I like the word somewhat because that's clarity right there, somewhat misleading information about Bitcoin investments. According to a recently filed court document, multiple investors have now joined the legal action, alleging significant losses following the company's crypto investment advice. This is all of the tea there. Now, the plaintiffs in the class action lawsuit alleged that Strategy and also Saylor himself exaggerated Bitcoin returns while downplaying crypto market volatility. The legal filing specifically mentions various public statements regarding Bitcoin as an alternative to the US dollar and other trad currency options. Now, if that's his opinion, then what's the deal? What's the deal? And if you're going to invest in Strategy, then obviously do your own research. Stop the madness. Hello, Chris. Thank you for the heart. So that's the latest on Strategy. We're going to take a look at their stock. Hold on. MSTR. We're looking to hold support here at around $390 for Strategy. We're at $401 right now, up about 0.44%. Bullish level to watch is 440. We have the momentum sliding down. Money flow is doing pretty decent for Strategy, but I just wanted to catch you up on that. The strategy. Yeah, if you can't handle the heat, then get out the kitchen. That's how I feel about this one. We're going to jump into our coins to watch. Then I'm going to do a quick community after show because, again, I have something urgent that I have to take care of. Echo's in the chat. Echo, moo to you, my friend. We love Echo on the channel. He's been around for a long time. Coins to watch start now. Now, we don't really have much gainers. Obviously, gold is doing pretty good today, so we have the gold-backed coins there. Qcoin is up 0.5%. Monero up 0.28. This is a stable coin, doesn't count. I mean, we really don't have anything That's too much in the green today, unfortunately. Now, leading the losers here is Brett down 13.8%, 4 down 11, Athena down 8.3, Fartcoin down 7.9%, and Jupiter down 7.4%. Please make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We're pimping right now. Let's see if we can get to 21,100 by tomorrow. Looking over at Ethereum's chart, again, kind of having these wick lows over to 2360. Bullishly, we're looking at 2654. We really want to hold that 2360, move on to the $2,600 range. Red dot printed, pulling down that momentum. VWAP is down bad right now. Lowest VWAP we've seen since over here at the beginning of April. So about a month. Money flow is tipping down. We don't want to see red. We do not want to see red, but we are pulling back off that overbought, which is good. Again, hold it, see what happens, and hopefully we create some support and move on up. Litecoin over here, $95. Litecoin's been fiddling with the $100 mark. That is the 200-day SMA. So not only is it a psychological level, but it's also a massive level to watch. Bearish level to watch if we keep rejecting this 97. We're at $95 right now, down 5%. We're looking at $91 Litecoin. Bullishly, if we pass this 200-day SMA, we're looking at $106. VWAP is down a little bit. Money flow tipping down as well. So please keep an eye out for that money flow. Also, we have a red dot printed pulling down that momentum. And that RSI almost nearing that neutral. Hopefully we remain bullish here. Hopefully we remain bullish. Dogecoin holding above 20 cents, which I also really love to see. So go Doge. For the culture, we like Doge on this channel. Just for the culture. Curtis, hello. We have the Otter Gang. Nice to see you guys. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so happy. So if we all decide to move over to Rumble, we'd be doing Randy a solid. I mean, you're doing me a solid by being wherever you are. I would like to see more of you guys on Rumble because we do love Rumble. Rumble is amazing. And we also are over on Abstract, which is new today. So hopefully we see some more people tomorrow because I think I messed up the stream there. But we are live. We are live. So that's pretty much it. Hello, Michael. Thank you. Mr. Music is so upset over there. He's like, go over to Rumble. Go over to Rumble. Do it for the culture. I did do a lot of things for culture this weekend. I'm going to just shout this out before we head over into the community after show. You guys better be smashing these likes and sharing. Hold on. I want to show you guys something. I'm so excited about this. We have 115 likes. Let's get to 125. We could do it. We could do it. Hold on. I went somewhere. I went somewhere. Okay. In Texas, I had to do this. Like, I was on the way to the airport and I was like, no, I do not care. I'm going to Buc-ee's. Guys, Buc-ee's is so famous and I was so excited. I was such a tourist. I was like, yay, let's go to Buc-ee's. Pull up to Buc-ee's. It was packed in there. Food everywhere. Coffee everywhere. Merch up the wazoo there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get some Buc-ee's merch. I didn't even take it out of the bag yet because I needed to show you guys first. Okay. I got a medium because I was like, I'm going to use this by the pool, whatever. Hello, Reaping. Said, first time viewer, great show. Everyone say hello to Reaping. Look at this, look at this. Bucky on the back. Oh, this is the front? Oh, yeah. Bucky on the front. Look, he's so patriotic. Look, he's so patriotic. Oh. Sweet land of liberty with Buc-ee's. Ah, how cool is this? I loved it. And then while I was checking out, the lady was like, oh yeah, you know, the tag is actually a sticker. So like, I don't even know where to put the stickers. But I was so excited over Buc-ee's, man. I went to Buc-ee's. How do you guys feel about that? Is Buc-ee's overrated? I had to get merch. Like, I actually had to. Look at him. He's so patriotic, the little Buc-ee. I was so excited over this. Maybe I'm too excited over it. I don't know. I get excited over little things, but that was one of my highlights right before I went to the airport. And then I found out I was at the airport like an hour too earlier than I should have been. I was like, oh, okay. But I was so happy that I went to Buc-ee's. Where's my pick with Buc-ee? I actually didn't post it yesterday, but I do have one. So Went to Buc-ee's for the culture. I did a lot of things for the culture over the weekend, and shout out to Buc-ee's. Shout it out. I'm so excited. Guys, we are pumping it. I saw someone in the chat before asked about Steak and Shake. Guys, we really want to be Steak and Shake's ambassador for Bitcoin. I'm not messing around out here. I'm looking for the Steak and Shake burger. I have been craving Steak and Shake ever since the announcement happened. Hold on. We're going to go read Steak and Shake's Twitter right now. Shout out to Steak and Shake for just being so iconic. Okay, this is what we're going to go comment on Steak and Shake. We're going to go raid them. Okay, hold on. This is loading. X, hello. Okay, so what we're going to do is go over to here, Steak and Shake. Go on this post. Yep, this post is a good one. We'll do this one. Go over here and say, Steak and Shake, have Randy be your ambassador. See how it goes. Did I try the brisket sandwich? I literally had zero time. I went in there, grabbed a t-shirt, looked around really briefly, and then I had to leave. So I didn't even get to do that. I really wanted to try it, man. Oh, so sad I didn't get to try it. But yeah, shout out to Steak and Shake, changing the game. So excited. We are going to get after it still. We are going over into Discord right now for a very brief after show because I have crazy things to take care of like once I hang up. So guys, please make sure if you haven't yet, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Tomorrow we're going to be obviously back on the show. We're covering a lot. We're doing a lot before we head out on Monday. Monday I'm flying out to Vegas a week from today. So hope everyone is going to have a great week. We're going to get after it before Vegas. Yay. Please smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share it out with friends. Have a beautiful day. Happy Monday. Let's get after it this week. And as always, stay zesty. Mwah. Yay.